Hello everyone, here I am with my new topic which is related to the students, their parents and all those who find themselves connected to the education. The topic is the new education policy will erase the foggy shadow. The seeds that Macaulay had once sown, today his entire crop is blamed by his harvest. But who should compete with Macaulay? This question is similar to the present day, in the same way that the question was raised in the herd of mice who should tie the bell in the neck of the cat. Everyone is familiar with that loss, but who dares to solve it? In today's education, some degrees which are synonyms with frustration, despair, and frustration are left with huge heaps of titles. The British rule in India made it possible that the establishment of an ideological empire is more effective than the establishment of a political empire because it deeply penetrates the life and the culture of society. It unconsciously changes the thinking process and ideological life of a man, and in this way, one does not even think. If an external country attacks, it is retaliated by fighting, and if it is kept vigilant, it can be stopped. Real slavery begins when we stop feeling difficulties in the mind and in our thought. Then the one who is really unwelfare and unfriendly starts to feel superior and dear to us. We start looking at him with exciting eyes. It is probably a bad resemblance to tells. We accepted the foreign culture and the ideas as welfare without considering it as the basis of education and did not give any chance to our culture. It was dismissed as outright unscientific, sarcastic, and anti development. We did not till the prosperity, introduction, and evaluation of the country culture and accepted and served Western knowledge and culture as standard. Occasionally, an attempt was made to look at our culture from the same foreign point of view, but it be shown that it was the same or similar here in India, but the standard was the Western world and their views. Now, we are getting so far away from our culture and knowledge tradition that the indigenous knowledge of India reacts with the curiosity and wonder. Do not see it as our own thing. It remains parai. It is evaluated in terms of Western knowledge because that is what is rightly called. Cultural subordination is not limited only to the adoption of a foreign culture. It also begins to eradicate its culture as philosopher K.C. Bhattacharya warned Swaraj in Thoughts 2 decades before independence. When we would have consistency, listened to the external influences without review or evaluation. If other culture dominates us, it takes us under its control. This type of situation is characterized by deep defeat and tells in the society. Bhattacharya also said that when we experience this thing and we make that experience our inspiration, then Swaraj comes into thoughts and then a new sense of self arises. The question is whether such a situation could ever come in the life of Indian society. Some thinkers like Mahatma Gandhi, Sant Binoba, Dr. Lohia, and Pandit Dindayal Upadhyay certainly thought this and strongly advocated Swaraj and Swadeshi. They also started some experiments, but the mental impact was so tremendous that these efforts could not get wide political connectivity and they are still awaited. With the help of establishment of knowledge institution of imported modern education, We pushed the psyche of the country beyond and replaced it with such an imported mind, which can neither connect with our past nor present or future. We have been promoting only copy by ignoring the originality in thinking. Today, when the new education policy of India has come into force, ideological Swaraj has been given major prominence because without ideological Swaraj, there is no movement in the field of knowledge. While framing the new education policy, care has been taken that with the development of ideas and the cultural sensitivities on the Indian soul, we will be able to develop an effective and creative thinking mind. Through this, education has been incorporated into current education. Along with education, emphasis has also been laid on the art of living life to the student, life management, and moral education of values. The solution to the present situation is the new light of revolution. In this light, new life values will be seen. The condition of the student will improve and they will get the right direction. It is only with this education revolution that the shadow of the education will fade and its vivid nature will be revealed. Only then will it be known that education is the development of all the visible and invisible forces of life. Only then it can be known that personalities are formed by thoughts and rituals. So, with the belief that those who have the obligation to implement or follow this new education policy, they should step forward and implement it for complete generosity, sacrifice, service, and philanthropy. If it is understood and implemented by its soul, then it will be a truly self reliant Indian education policy. Jai Hind.